Pakistan is a land with three great mountain ranges, the Himalayas, the Karakoram and the Hindu Kush meet. Three among the seven most massive glaciers outside the polar region, Biafo, Baltoro and Batura exist in Pakistan. It took about 7 hours to drive from Skardu to Skoli. It is a winding and highly challenging jeep trail on a track with the width of just about 6 to 7 feet, on sandy, rocky, muddy pathway with overflowing water on the track at times. We drove through many small villages on the way alongside Indus River Plain. We saw fertile terraces with trees full of apricots and mulberries along the settlements. The road to Skoli gets closed quite frequently because of rapid erosions and landslides. We reached Skoli in the evening and spent the night in the tents. Pakistan Army officers and staff are also present for security for the international mountain expeditions. Skoli is the last human inhabitant. Beyond this village, there are no roads, no electricity, and no phone service. It is here that the absolute wilderness of Karakoram starts. The Skoli village is the starting point of the trek to Concordia-K2 base camp and Baltoro Glacier. The Concordia Trek marks its beginning with the gorgeous scenery like abundance of natural paintings and murals unfolding in front of you. Everyone goes through registration before embarking on the Concordia Trek. The trail from Ascoli to Korofong is on an easy plane and we reach Korofong in 3 to 4 hours. The trek is mostly in Dambardo River Valley along with the northern bank of Braldo River. The passageway is sandy and rocky with Bojardo's peak views on the right side on most of the trek.
Hello. Walaikum Assalam.
Jula means wire ropes bridge supported by a wooden structure. We crossed the edge of Biafo Glacier on the way and got the first stunning view of Payo Peaks group. Biafo Glacier is a huge river of ice and snow of 63 km long which descends from the central peaks of Karakra and flows east into the Braldo River at a point about 10 km east of Ascoli. It was cold at night, but we fell asleep the moment we closed our eyes and slept like a baby for 10 hours. This was because of heavily hectic 2 preceding days. Jula has a reasonably good sized campsite, shower cabins and running water and toilets. We reached Payo Camp in 8 hours. The trail remained easy in its first half but became laborious on a sandy and rocky path, with acute ups and downs in the second half. The trail kept on going down until it touched the river bank. This portion of the route makes trekking particularly hard as it is on the sandy and great track. The pathway sorts up again, and this constitutes a typical pattern. The track goes down for a while and then will rise again. The last 60 to 90 minutes of the trek are brutal with a continuous perpendicular descent, testing your stamina and nerves. When I entered the clean Payo campsite, I felt as if I consumed my last molecule of energy with my final step. The trail kept on going down until it touched the river bank. The pathway sorts up again, and this constitutes a typical pattern. The track goes down for a while and then will rise again. These peaks have some of the highest vertical faces cliffs on the planet, challenging rock climbers. Varied landscape and the types of the train from Payo to Huberse. It took about 5 hours of trekking from Payo to Huberse with a long stop at Ligo. Here we had sensational view of muddy cliffs and rock spires. We crossed several water springs and creeks on the way. The walking gradually became harder and harder today, but the landscape also became more spectacular and vicious as we continued climbing onto the peak of Baltoro Glacier. Sensational views of granite peaks appeared on the north side of the track. The track marks the first appearance of the mighty Baltoro Glacier and began with the sharp ascent on the rock-ribbed surface of Baltoro. It was probably the most arduous and exhausting day of the trip. The trek marked the first appearance of the mighty Baltoro Glacier and began with a sharp ascent on a rock-ribbed surface of Baltoro. On the way, we watched the splendid appearance and presence of Trango Towers and Cathedral Group almost throughout the day. It was the last green grass camp area. Beyond this point, the whole track was a blend of ice and snow.
जो छुपी है वही बात कीजिए, दिल में जो छुपी है वही बात कीजिए, दिल में जो छुपी है वही बात कीजिए। आओ जरा आओ जरा मुस्कुराना, ये दिल तेरा दीवाना। आओ जरा मुस्कुराना, ये दिल तेरा दीवाना।
आ गया ये।
मेरे कॉलेज की एक लड़की है, कोई जन्नत की हूर नहीं।
थो मेहंदी नो
कॉलेज की एक लड़की है, तुझको तो मेरी लैला लगे, तुझको तो मेरी लैला लगे, उस पे लुटा दूं मैं जिंदगी, जी चाहे उसके लब चूम लो, हंस के चुरा लो उसकी हंसी, तुझे देख मेरा दिल धड़का, मेरी जान तड़पती है, तुझे देख मेरा दिल धड़का, मेरी जान तड़पती है, कोई जन्नत की हूर नहीं, मेरे कॉलेज की एक लड़की है, कोई जन्नत की हूर नहीं, मेरे कॉलेज की
एक बार बता मैं कैसे सभी बता मैं
लड़की है, ngati di rong la le a khon chi yo, ngati di rong la le a khon chi yo, jimaru mal ta bhi kahin chi yo, jimaru mal ta bhi kahin chi yo, ho kar bo bongo salva mahi chi yo, हंस के चुरा लो इसकी हंसी, तुझे देख मेरा दिल धड़का, मेरे जान तड़पती है, कोई जन्नत की हूर नहीं, मेरे कॉलेज की एक लड़की है, कोई जन्नत की हूर नहीं, मेरे कॉलेज की एक लड़की है, ngalangi lamlaya bar में थोंगे, ngalangi lamlaya bar में थोंगे, सुकुली छन पे युरमा थोंगे, सुकुली छन पे युरमा थोंगे, करबोटा खुंयारी जिमा थोंगे, हंस के चुरा लो इसकी हंसी, तुझे देख मेरा दिल धड़का, मेरे जान तड़पती है, कोई जन्नत की हूर नहीं, मेरे कॉलेज की एक लड़की है, कोई
एक बार ये कोच को डेटा फोन है कोच को
मेरे
जो जो nggak ada no kau nih siapa koch
Almost half of the Concordia Trek is situated on the Baltoro Glacier. Most of the glaciers on Earth are in retreat, at least in part because of climate change. Baltoro Glacier moves about 6 feet per day.
जिंदगी का अस्सलाम वालेकुम की हाल है जी
बिल्कुल ठीक बिल्कुल वालेकुम अस्सलाम
और खैर खैरियत से
हाँ हाँ बिल्कुल खैरियत से
वेरी गुड
कनकोडिया से आ रहे हो बेस कैंप से आ रहे हो
हम लोग केटू बेस कैंप से
अच्छा नजर आया कि नहीं केटू
हाय केटू और मम्मी ने हमारा ग्रुप को तबाही कर दिया जी
An aura of deep spellbinding, captivation and euphoria, a 6-hour plus walk towards the climax. We continued gently upwards past the Yermando Glacier, which flows down from Mesherbrum, while the Muztagh Towers probes the sky on the north side. The camp area is located on a plain high above the Baltoro and commands one of the most intense mountain views in the world. This historic campsite was prepared by Duke of Abruzzi in the beginning of 20th century. The 360-degree view at Concordia offers a panorama of peaks nowhere to be found on Earth. A place of superlatives and without any parallels, as we enter the throne room of the mountain gods and see K2 emerging on our left, a mystic and spectacular spot on the planet where you stand in the middle of a triangle staring at the proudly stood mountain K2, the second tallest mountain in the world right in front of you. Awe-inspiring, broad-peaked 12th highest mountain, breathtaking Gesherbrum, 11th tallest mountain and stunning Gesherbrum 2, 13th highest mountain, all on your one side, and elegant and capping beauty Mitre Peak on your other side. We were so lucky to have fabulous weather with the kind of cobalt blue sky and dazzling sunny day when we reached Concordia in the afternoon. I just sat and watched K2 and did not want to divert my mind and focus anywhere else. I must mention one point here. The trek is fiercely hard and strenuous. Way more than the people think. No pictures, videos or description in words can describe and illustrate trek's true hardship. One has to be in the best of physical health, prepare physically for at least 3 months of working out, and above all strong nerves and endurance to complete the trip successfully. On coming back, we took the same route but completed the trek in 4 days.